Hey guys, I know lots of you folks probably don't know what's been going on in Australia, but over the last week in Australia there was some really severe floods, fatal floods. Some people actually died, but as well as people dying, there was a lot of damage done. A lot of people lost their homes and are homeless this week because their homes were wiped out in the floods last week. So it was fairly severe. One of my cousins lost her house. My sister and her family were isolated for a few days and had no power and phone and everything else. And my own house that I own in Oz only just escaped. A river actually went right past outside the front door. So the last week's been fairly frustrating, being so far over here in Japan, so far from home, and all this stuff going on. But I've been keeping close contact with my family to find out what's happening and following stuff on the internet and so on, seeing the images and so on. What's been a little bit disturbing the last few days though is the reports of the lowest people in the society who have been profiteering by selling limited supplies of food at ridiculous prices, and some other scams where people go around to people's homes and scam them out of money in one way or another. I won't go into too much detail there because we don't want to be giving any other arseholes any ideas, but there's been a number of people going around running scams trying to get money out of old people or people that are somehow disadvantaged during the floods, which is terrible to hear. And of course it does happen whenever there's some sort of disaster or something like this happens. There's always the crappy people in society turn on their crappiest behaviour and make arseholes of themselves, stealing from other people in any way they can. So those people, I hope, are caught and get the punishment that's coming to them one way or another. As for the good people, I'm going to put a couple of links in the description of this video, just because I want to try and do something to help, but I can't do much to help all the way over here. So what I'm going to do is put a couple of links in the description. One is for St Vincent de Paul, that I believe is a trustworthy and decent charity. Vinnies usually collect food and clothes, but I was reading that they don't need food and clothes at the moment. They need money, they need cash. So I'll put a link for their flood appeal in the description, below the video in the description. And I'll also put a link. Queensland Government already has an appeal going as well. So you can choose which of those you feel more comfortable giving money to, and I'd encourage you to give them some money as much as you can, because you can just imagine all these people that have lost everything they own, and usually, as is the case with these things, insurance rarely covers people for as much as they actually lose. And I imagine there'll be a lot of delays going on with people getting insurance too. So I'd encourage you guys to do anything you can. Send as much money as you can to either of those two charities and help them out. So yeah, to those good people that can do that, I encourage you to do so. And to those arseholes, I can't. I never cease to be disappointed by a certain percentage of the population. If any of you arseholes are actually watching this, just think about it. Just think about what you're doing. Think about what you're doing. It's a terrible thing to take advantage of people that are in a disadvantaged situation. Think about what you're doing. Decent people do the right thing and help other people in situations like this. If you can't bring yourself to do that, just do nothing. Don't be an arsehole and go and steal from people or take advantage of people. It's not the way to go. Anyway, to those good people that are watching this, yes, thanks for helping out if you can.